Okay, here's my rant for this. And I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. If you are the type of person that likes to ruin others' enjoyment, that likes to, leak out information because, you think you're the first at something, you're not really doing anything. Nobody's impressed with you. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. You're probably, in most people's eyes, the biggest piece of shit on the planet. And I know that's I'm exaggerating a little bit. You're probably not the big, but you're not liked whatsoever. Most people can't stand you for what they did because these movies are so important to some people. And it's not every movie, but really, if you leak any movie, I think you're still an asshole. But a movie like Scream, where they're known for twists and turns, and it's just a big deal, and it's part of the enjoyment of going into a Scream movie for the first time, is trying to figure out who the killer is near the end of the movie. And to go and leak that information out, I don't know what kind of enjoyment you would get out of that. I really don't understand that. You could, if somebody could tell me what kind of enjoyment you would get out of that, the satisfaction of ruining it for others. You know what? It's like the Joker. Some people just want to watch the world burn, and they think they're cool. They think they're the Joker or something like that because they spoil movies for people. Now, having said that, if all of us were spoiled, if this got out to everybody, we'd all still go to the movie. We'd all still probably try to have a good time. But you'd be taking away, I think, a good amount of, it's like a cherry on the top, a little bit of whipped cream. You'd be taking that away from us. So, Carly, I couldn't have said it better. Hurt people. People that are just miserable in life, then that's what they want to do. They just want to ruin it for everybody else. So, yeah, that's the rant that I have for that. It's nothing shocking. It's nothing surprising. We all know. But, man, it just really pisses me off. And I know it's not the end of the world, and I know it's not the biggest thing. But I just can't stand when somebody tries to take enjoyment away from others. I don't like it at all, okay? It drives me freaking nuts. So, to make this a productive thing, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can avoid this. And if you guys, bounce off of these ideas, if you have other ideas that might help, post it in there because the more the merrier. Okay. So I threw this together real quick. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Rip the Band-Aid off, show you it all right there, and we'll go through each one. Okay. We'll go through each one. All right. And these are ones that I just kind of came up with. I like doing things in 5s. I'm sure there's more ways, but yeah, I agree, Dogma. It sucks, man. And you know what? I should have said a fucking asshole. That's what they are. Okay. But okay, first thing, and this is like the most extreme. All right, if you can do this, and some people have done this, and it takes a strong person in today's age to do this, to stay off the internet, go dark. Have any of you ever did this? You know that the movie's coming. This movie doesn't come out for another almost a month, I think. So can you really do that? I mean, is that even possible? Some people, they have to go on, They, I guess what this would mean would be you go dark, but you can still answer instant messenger, but most people, they use text anyway, right? So I would just say using the internet at an absolute bare minimum. I think that's the best way to do this, and I one caveat to that too, avoid contact with people. I don't know. I have, let me ask you guys this. I have friends, I call them Joe Sixpacks, okay? Joe Sixpack doesn't really give a shit about all this. Joe Sixpack, he goes to the movies because he needs something to do. He got a babysitter for the night. Movies aren't his bag. They're not the most important thing to him. And he really doesn't probably give a shit about leaks, okay? And so Joe Sixpack might be browsing the internet one day or something like that, and and he might type in Scream just or he might just be surfing and Scream will pop up and the leak will pop up and Joe Sixpack doesn't give a shit. And so the next time Joe Sixpack happens to be a very, very close friend of yours, okay? And so you might be talking to your friend Joe Sixpack and he might let it slip out. Hey, dude, this new Scream movie's coming out. Did you hear who the killer is? And you might be like, whoa, please don't do that. Okay, don't. Yeah. Sometimes you have to, or maybe just vet your Joe Sixpack friends. Let them know, hey, just so you know, I don't want to know anything. I'm a spoiler type. I don't like spoilers at all. Okay, so we have a Joe Sixpack in our life. I guarantee you. Okay. And another caveat to that before I go to the next one, I would say, if you have a friend that's kind of an insider, and some people, it's called flexing. They feel important because they get information early. We see it all the time. I see movies early because I'm a Rotten Tomatoes certified critic, And some people, they feel a little bit special because they get those privileges. And sometimes because they feel special and maybe they're a little bit, immature, they might accidentally or not accidentally leak that information out just to flex, hey, I know something you don't know, So I would say maybe avoid their social media, And 99.9% of these people aren't going to do that, okay? 99.9% of these people aren't going to do that. But you never know. You never know. Some people, going back to what I said at the beginning, people that don't mind spoilers, some people, when they cover movies like Scream and like Halloween, and they don't mind spoilers, they will pretty much cover it all. And maybe, usually they'll give you a warning, spoilers, but sometimes you can click on one of those videos and they'll have like tons of updates and whatnot. They might give you something that you yourself might not want to know, okay? So this isn't one of those situations where not necessarily leaked information, but set your barometer for maybe I don't want to know even this about Scream. Let me ask you guys this: did you watch the TV spots? Because there's been a few TV spots now. I've already heard from people they're giving away a little bit too much even in the TV spots. Okay, I don't even want to know that stuff. All right, I'm that way with spoilers. Okay. Chris Snyder, thank you so much. What drives me nuts is when people spoil in the thumbnails. That does really, really drive me nuts. I can't stand it. It's clicks. That's all it is. I see so many people, and I've seen this for like almost every big movie right before the movie comes out. They can't wait, and they will literally put the spoiler, or they'll make you think that it's, they know what the ending of the movie is. In big, bold letters right there on the thumbnail, This guy did it, And I'm giving you just an example here. I don't know anything, but like, just for instance, they could say, Tara is the killer, and they don't even put a question mark. Because I said, is Tara the killer in one of my videos, okay? Because I was genuinely wanting to have a discussion about why Tara might be the killer, No like evidence of knowing that she's a killer. So it's nothing wrong with that, but to put a thumbnail and just say Tara is the killer, you might think to yourself that doesn't happen. It does. It really does. Okay, and it's crazy. And what that does is, they don't know if Tara's the killer. Okay, but putting that thought in your head even can kind of throw you. Some people are. I'm really weird about spoilers. I don't want anything in this head. There's not much in there anyway. But I don't want to even think, because when I watch the movie, I don't want to sit there and think, damn, Tara might be the killer. I don't want that thought to be in my head. I want just a complete blank slate. That's what I want. Okay. So, but stay off the internet. Go dark. That is the one surefire way to be able to avoid spoilers. That's probably your number one. All right. Okay. Number 2, and guys, I'm not an expert on some of these. Stay off Reddit. I go to Reddit maybe once, just once in a blue moon. I'm not the guy that goes on Reddit every single day. The reason I don't go on Reddit every single day is because there are a lot of spoilers on that site. When Halloween, all 3 Halloween movies came out, I stayed off Reddit because there was tons of stuff on there, and I'm gonna give a mention here. I don't like name dropping, but I'll say this because I think most people know this. What's up, Critical Overlord? How you doing, brother? Critical Overlord is doing the Lord's work. He is going in there and fighting the battles to try to keep this information away from everybody. Okay, and I applaud Critical Overlord for what he's doing. I really do. Now I was gonna say I hear this name all the time. Viewer Anon, Critical Overlord. You know what I'm talking about, right? Viewer Anon, and I'm not saying that's not a bad guy at all. Okay, this guy knows just about everything behind the scenes. I mean, he really, from what I keep gathering, he's like the one guy, he gets all the leaks. It's insane, okay? I avoid Viewer Anon. I don't follow him on Twitter. I don't want to know. And I'm not saying he spoils stuff, but when he posts stuff, you know how in Twitter you'll get a thread below, and I don't want to see that stuff because somebody might freaking drop a bomb, and that's why nothing against Viewer Anon. He's a great dude for, he gives a lot of warnings actually, like Critical Overlord. So, but sometimes these particular channels, because they know so much, the conversation under them can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. Okay, so I guess that falls under the Reddit tagline. Okay, next one, and this one's a good one. Okay, if you have to get on the internet, you want to go to some of your favorite horror groups, only visit trusted, vetted groups. I run Killer Flicks. I went on the defense today. First thing this morning, I posted something on Killer Flicks, stating that there is a leak out there. To be careful. If you are caught leaking any information in my group, you will be removed for life. I've removed people before and let them back in. I'm all for second chances, because shit happens. But if you, so every now and then I will put my foot down and I will say, if you spoil this movie, you're gone for life. There are no second chances. You do not get back in the group. You're done. Okay? I'm not fucking around. Erica, Tiff, how you doing? Nice to see you. Wayne Turner, what's up, brother? So I would say if you're going to go on your horror groups, be careful. There's a ton of horror groups out there. I'd say just know as much as you can about that horror group. If it's a new horror group, I would say stay off of it until Scream comes out. If it's a horror group that you have been a member of for quite a while, you completely trust that group. The mods, they work overtime to make sure. My mods are fucking awesome in Killer Flicks. Every day we have a group chat. We talk. And they're on top of it. They'll say this person, said this person said something political, this person said something racial, and these are rare occurrences, but we're on top of it. If any shit goes down, peace, we get you out of there. Okay, so we've already taken steps to keep spoilers out of Killer Flicks, and I would assume that a lot of horror groups are probably doing the same. I would think. Having said that, guys, even in my group, I removed somebody today. I literally removed somebody today because I didn't look at what they posted, but one of the guys in Killer Flicks sent me a screen grab, that he posted. I didn't. He told me, he says, don't look at the screen grab. But this was a guy that I trusted, and he was like, you probably want to get rid of this comment. And I got rid of the comment, and I got rid of the guy. He's gone for life. All right. So yeah, only visit trusted, vetted groups. Okay. Okay. Next one. And guys, you might have to help me out on this one, okay? Because I'm aware of the hide function, but how it applies to avoiding things, I'm sure there's a way you can do this, okay? And maybe you guys can help me, but use the hide function on your socials. I don't know if you can like hide specific. I'm sure you can. I know on Instagram you can hide specific Instagram accounts. You know, maybe on Twitter you can do that too, but on my Instagram, nothing personal, but sometimes the same person will post like 10 things in a row and it's only been an hour, you know? And I don't really want to see 10 posts by this person. So nothing against the person, but I'll just kindly hit that hide thing. So if there's somebody on your socials that you know that you kind of think this person, there might be a screw loose. And this person it's possible this person could accidentally, some people don't know any better, you know? This person could accidentally leak something, all right? I might want to hide him for a month, okay? So that's what I mean by that. I think Facebook has a hide function, and hide's nice because you don't have to block the person. You don't have to unfollow the person. You like the person. You know, you'd go out to freaking Sonic, and you'd get a freaking Sonic burger and some tater tots with this person, and you'd have a good time, okay? But you don't really trust the person with spoilers, okay? He just might be that person, all right? So yeah, use that hide function, all right? Last one, and this is a simple one, guys. Okay, this is a simple one. Don't type Scream in Google. Don't type Scream in Google, because what can happen when you do that, and I'll give you an example. When The Force Awakens came out, Star Wars, Force Awakens, you remember how big that movie was, right? There was a major spoiler in that movie, okay? A major spoiler in that movie, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, okay? But I'm sure most of you probably know, all right? Somebody dies. So, what did I do? I typed in a person's name for another reason in Google, because I'm stupid. And as soon as I typed in that person's name, this person dies. Just like that. And I was just like, God damn, what did you just do? You freaking moron. You know? So that was a lesson, and I ruined it for myself. So now, from this day forward, I do not type Scream in Google. You know? I find other ways to get around it. I have a folder on my computer that is full of Scream content, Scream images that I might need for videos. This picture right back here, that is a saved picture on my computer, you know, that I got from the internet, you know, probably last year. Okay, I got all the Scream images I need right now. I'm staying off of the Google machine for Scream, where Scream is confirmed. Okay.